Up until now, I've been pretty passive Catholic, where I went to church on Sunday, but really didn't actively participate much in church activities. But I felt compelled to go to the Holy Hour and pray with Father and the people there, and just experience some time with the Lord. So the Holy Hour involves some prayer and exposition of the Eucharist. And Father Ryan at that time suggested we just sit there and spend a little time on our own listening to Jesus and what he might be saying to us. And while I felt at peace and felt great comfort being in God's presence, it was really on the drive home that things started happening in my life. Suddenly, the verse of a song, one of our hymns, came to me. The hymn is Glory and Praise to Our God. And it wasn't the refrain, but it was the first verse of the hymn. And in the first verse, it goes like this. In his wisdom he strengthens us, like gold it's tested by fire. Though the power of sin prevails, our God is there to save. And at the same time, excerpt from the book of Matthew, where Jesus is speaking to St. Peter and saying, "You are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it." And when I was a kid, I remember the translation, "The forces of death's realm shall not subdue it." And I thought to myself, where's it coming from? How would I remember the first verse of a hymn or a piece of scripture? And I guess I kind of realized at that point that, it was Jesus speaking to me. And I realized that the importance in Christianity and in our life is the relationship with him, our personal relationship with Jesus. And in the same words, I realized that we had nothing to worry about because Jesus promised that our church would be here. Though sin will prevail, our church will be here forever to strengthen us in our journey in faith. So the next morning, got up and attended Mass, and I asked Father Ryan if I could speak to him. And went in, and he heard my confession. And during the confession, God in his mercy removed burdens from me that I'd been carrying for years, and I felt fully equipped and empowered to become more active in my church and work actively to proclaim God's name and bring people to Jesus. So again, in closing, I'd like to say thank you for the opportunity to share my story and leave you with a question. So, how has your encounter with Jesus happened and occurred? What's your story?